I'm Christina.
And I'm Randy. Are you ready for an adventure?
Come see our journey today as we go visit Walt's barn.
Walt Disney's barn.
Walt Disney's. Yay!
Yeah. Using downtown Los Angeles as a reference point, we travel north about 10 miles, which takes about 20 to 30 minutes by car, to the north side of Griffith Park in the Burbank area. Located on Zoo Drive, we head to the Carolwood Barn and the live steamers. The Carolwood Barn is the actual barn that was on Walt Disney's estate. Be sure to like and subscribe. We sure would appreciate it.
Welcome to Walt's barn. Free admission, free parking. Only open on the third Sunday of the month. So we're going to stand in line. They don't open until 11. And we're here a little bit early, but we're going to stand in line.
Free parking and free admission, you can't beat that in today's economy.
The live steamers at 5202 Zoo Drive.
Welcome to Walt Disney's barn.
Perfect. Thank you.
So this is Disney's Carolwood Barn. It was on Disney's property at his house, and they moved it over here to the Griffith Park, and it's only open every third Sunday of the month.
So where do we get a shirt like yours that says Walt's Barn?
You have to volunteer.
Oh man!
At least 3 times.
3 times. Okay.
Sign up.
Look at all these little train tracks. This is cool. Good morning.
So everybody's interested in seeing Walt's barn. You're asking, there's a shirt right there. See? There you go.
Oh yeah. Souvenir shirts. Looking forward to that. You have to stand in line because you can't let too many people in at the same time, I guess.
It was renamed Walt Disney's Carolwood Barn. The museum was dedicated on July the 18th, 1999. Everyone is given a sticker to wear upon entering.
Is one that I only
You
know
put it on
some of the
sideways.
verses of, so I'm just seeing the ones I don't know.
Well, okay, let me fix it.
There you
I
go.
put it here because if I shake somebody's hand, then they have.
The wait for us to get into the barn was about 10 minutes because only a few people are allowed in the barn at one time. The barn is small. The original plaque on the barn says, in memory of Walt Disney and his love for railroading to be shared with the world.
I love a good whiskey. Damien, when you say, look around. If you have any questions, feel free to take pictures. Just no flash if you could. Other than that, video.
Don't have flash.
In 1949, Walt and Lillian Disney acquired a parcel on Carolwood Drive and built their dream house. In the new estate's backyard, Walt Disney built a 1/8 scale steam railroad. He also erected a standalone barn, housing a control room, and carved out a half-mile worth of track, including overpasses, a 46-foot trestle, and S-shaped subterranean tunnel hidden underneath his wife's flower beds. Picture on the wall of Walt's hometown.
As Walt knew it in 1909. Wow.
Walt often started work in the barn early in the morning, and he kept a shaving kit and a small mirror to clean up for the day ahead.
This borax? Boraxo?
They've tried to restore many of the items in the barn to the way that Walt had them in 1950.
There's the man himself.
The barn is often referred to as the birthplace of Imagineering.
Memorabilia. Check out this. All of the workbenches in the barn were built by, all these workbenches were built by Walt.
Much of the time and work that Walt did in the barn helped to inspire the building of Disneyland. The work that was done in the barn in 1950 was called the Carolwood Pacific Railroad. The Carolwood Pacific Railroad had 2,615 feet of track and was built in 3 years from 1950 to 1953. The displays and memorabilia presented in the barn are displayed on the workbenches that Walt Disney built by hand.
Right, nothing, one case. So all these tables were built by Walt Disney. So we're looking at all these.
Walt Disney's favorite type of hat was a pork pie hat. He owned several of them. Walt's wife, Lillian, was not fond of the choice of hat. Once, while attending a bullfight in Mexico, she grabbed Walt's hat and threw it into the bull ring. It was returned to Walt by one of the toreadors. Walt reshaped that one into a heart and had it bronzed, then gave it to his wife for Valentine's Day. This is a picture of Walt Disney with ventriloquist Edgar Bergen and his dummy Charlie McCarthy. The barn was designed to be like the one that was on the Disney's family farm in Marceline, Missouri, from when Walt Disney was a child. The work that took place on the Carolwood Pacific Railroad in the barn took place up until 1953, when Walt shifted his efforts to a new and bigger railroad as he built his new Disneyland amusement park, which opened in July of 1955. When the Disney family sold the Carolwood property in 1998, following the death of Lillian Disney, the previous December, the Disney's eldest daughter requested that the barn be relocated. They entered into an agreement with the city of Los Angeles to have the barn rebuilt at the Live Steamers property in Griffith Park. The location was well suited as Walt Disney was a charter member of the Live Steamers of Los Angeles. The barn was dismantled and rebuilt piece by piece at the Griffith Park location. The structure is about 80% of the original, with a replacement roof and other changes necessary to bring the barn up to the modern fire code and building codes. You are currently looking at a map of the Carolwood Pacific Railroad that ran around the Carolwood estate, located in the Holmby Hills of Los Angeles. And as always, we love seeing a display representing the differences of the model railroads to show people the sizes, starting with the Z gauge, the N gauge, the HO gauge, the S gauge, and the G gauge. And then you jump to the Live Steamers. The barn also has a complete model of the mine train through nature's wonderland. In 1956, the attraction was opened in Disneyland's Frontierland as Rainbow Caverns Mine Train. It was redesigned when Walt told the Imagineers the attraction needed more humor, and after its redesign, it opened as Nature's Wonderland. Due to the rise in thrill ride popularity, Nature's Wonderland closed in 1979 to make way for the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. The Big Thunder Mountain Railroad to this day uses a part of nature's wonderland, which is the town of Rainbow Ridge. The loading area for the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad uses it as a tribute to the original Rainbow Caverns. The antique telephone just before you leave the barn was actually used to communicate with the main house.
Use this to communicate between the barn and the house.
Oh, you did it. Wow. Yeah. I'm going to have to do that. But that's cool too.
We have all sizes.
And like always, Christina finds a way to shop no matter where she goes.
What's the train? My favorite spot? The caboose.
In 2010, the Carolwood Barn area received its largest expansion when they acquired an original Disneyland Railroad Combine car.
Combine shed exhibit.
The car ran on the Disneyland train from 1955 to 1966. After they received the Combine car, it got a meticulous restoration and was placed in a pavilion next to the barn for display. In 2019, an exhibit space was opened inside the Combine Pavilion, where more museum memorabilia is displayed.
You have this book?
I think so.
Wow. Yeah, you more than likely do. There's Walt and Roy. Pretty cool.
Combine is a railroad term for a coach that carries both passengers and freight. One such car was used on the Missouri Pacific train upon which Walt Disney worked as a 14-year-old news butch. Walt Disney had great memories of his days working in the Combine. That's why one of them was part of the passenger train at Disneyland. One of the things that's on display in the Combine Museum is a concept picture of what Disneyland was supposed to look like, originally as it was supposed to be built near the Disney Studios in Burbank. There are also several map brochures from Disneyland's original layout in Anaheim. And the plans for the original monorail in Anaheim as well. The one thing I can never figure out is why are these wonderful exhibits only open on the third Sunday of the month? If you know the answer, leave it in the comments for this video. I'd like to know. It seems like there are many things in Southern California that are only open on the third Sunday of the month. Maybe that's the only day they can get people to volunteer. The third Sunday of every month, people coming to visit Walt's barn. They line them up. Today, Walt's barn is a living showcase of Walt's passion for railroad. Operated by the nonprofit Carolwood Foundation, Walt's barn is filled with trains of all scales. Much of the trains and memorabilia were donated by Walt's animators and friends that shared his hobby. It is a great thing to see his personal items preserved for all to see. If you enjoyed our vlog, please subscribe.
And ring that notification bell.
And give us a like. It lets us know you care.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.